how to become successful. Well, how to actually become successful? This is a theory because, of course, I'm not really successful in my own mind unless we go to the um like the give me a moment to find the correct words to say things. Like a philosopher way, right, of looking success is really just not having a lot of things to be successful and enjoy the moment. Get out of here, dog. And of course, some people will say, well, that's pretty boring. For some people, it's like, ah, yeah, I kind of relate, or, whoa, that's a new idea and stuff. For me, I do understand that, but it's like, you still want stuff. And of course, your monkey brain, your lizard brain, or whatever you want to call it, wants to actually understand stuff or get more things. Because we're human beings, we actually, if we go to the psychology philosopher way, then we actually start becoming a person who actually become like asexual, and that's a no for men. And you actually start missing out on boners and all that stuff. So of course, you want to go to the success one, or whatever. It's okay if you want to be in a philosopher way or stuff. I don't judge you. But okay, this is like a gonna be like a part of the podcast where I just talk like the success of the human beings. So first, number one, right? The world success will be like money, get girls, and yeah, money, get girls. What else? Maybe find a true love, maybe. But it's mostly like money and success and sex. To order to become like successful on these parts, will surround yourself with one people who already have those traits. Another one will be like buy the courses. Like honestly, like some of those courses actually will help you because one, you start becoming with them and you start understanding how to get girls in that type of way. And the other way is then you actually start thinking the same way as them. That's like a pretty good way to become successful. And if you, let's say you actually hit in those parts of success, then you don't have to really worry about stuff. Oh, and this is like a second part on original, right? On like kicking around with people on the podcast number two, right? Is that you just need to do it over and over again. This comes with anything. If let's say I'm just curling 20 dumbbells over and over again, right? Then I actually will become better at just curling. And one of the great things of one of the great things of one of the guys that I also called admire, right? Even though I don't know his name. Not Bruce Lee. His That's his name. He said I'm not as scared a person who trains once but knows five, no, 300, 100 things how to kick, right? But the only person who only knows once kick but trains billions of times. So basically, what he's saying is that train a lot on one skill. So right now I'm like training how to talk properly and get thoughts out of my mind correctly and properly. As you can see, like I'm actually trying to succeed. Literally, I don't know how to explain you, right? But my brother just literally come here and do stuff right here. So it's literally like the second podcast, but it's gonna be scheduled, so it will be like, ah, yeah, you done something. So that's basically how you can get those. I already got really close to getting so many girls, but honestly, it's like for me that's unholy. So I'm stop doing that. Instead, if you want to become like successful spiritually, well, hang around with spiritual guys. And of course, read the spiritual books like the Bible and Quran. And these will separate the true ones and the fake ones. Let me explain you why for the atheists and also the for the true believers, right? One is that you got those TikTok boys or the internet boys who says, "Ah, W God," and uh Akhalabim, I don't know how they say it, right? On the Muslims and whatever. Because Andrew Tate and these other people rise up with a religion and stuff, right? It's just like talk nonsense and they actually don't, you know, don't follow the script. It's just like sheeps in the wrong way. No, they're goats in the wrong way. Because of that, they just like say bunch of good things. They think, but still act like a degenerate dummies. So, how to explain you as an atheist person, right? Is saying, wow, they believe on Einstein, right? Wow, I'm so well, not really, right? But it's like, wow, Einstein was the greatest man ever. But I'm still stupid. The problem right there, where you see if those people who don't know, right, is that Einstein said intelligence is not really that's not really important than creativity. Literally, that's like one of his quotes. To be honest, I kind of believe on that because you can believe on your mind whatever you want, and if you have enough creativity, like I said, you had to train your creativity to become smart. It's like I don't know, but for whatever reason, when people see a person who use a lot of his creativity and actually succeed on one of the products or something, they say, "Wow, you're so smart at doing that." Reality, they just become creativity. They use creativity, and for me, who's somebody who is like an atheist, right, and only believes that they not have like a good IQ score and whatever, think I'm not gonna succeed and all that stuff. It bothers me like clearly. It's like you damn hypocrite. You're not a good person. And the worst part is when they actually believe like, yeah, death and stuff. Dude, I'm also a hypocrite, so it will make sense. Like, I say something and then later on I'm doing something, so it's like, yeah, take my stuff and also grain and stuff. The thing about like becoming successful is that it's just like finding the answer of 10. What is 10? What I mean by that is like you can multiply 2 times 5 and you get 10. You can add to 10 like 1 plus 1 and plus 1 like that, right? Or it could be like 5 times something and you can divide it to like what is 20 divided by 2? Of course it's 10. And then you can square root it and then to 100 and then it goes to 10. The main point right here, right? Before like you click off and it's like, this is too much mathematical stuff and I'm really not numerical smart, right? Is that there's multiple ways to get your equation of happiness. It's just it takes a different equation for each people. So that's why I really like people who actually become themselves, like they're natural. Because if you're natural, of course natural people who think like you, act like you, come with you. That's why like I really like my brother too, like to join in and all that stuff. because you also like, yeah, you have like two things in common, and then you can actually like think and focus on one thing. That's also how to become successful. Use your creativity. Think big. Really. There's a one book called The Power of Thinking Big. I can summarize it easily. Never think never think negative things. Always positive, right? Make a big goal that you are scared, but you will start finding ways to actually find how to become successful because you set like a big score and you actually believe that you actually would do it. And the other thing, what else? Think big. Oh, never shut people down and never think small on people. What I mean by that is like, oh, don't criticize them, don't think like bad about them. Like think like, oh yeah, I see some passion on you. Literally, they're actually gonna become better because you actually think better on them. So you do both. Think yourself the best man, the best girlfriend, let's say that, and you actually will start becoming like that. Or set a goal that is so big that you cannot imagine, and you actually will succeed because you will find ways how to, you know, do that. And never set yourself like boundaries like, ah, no, I cannot really get like $100 million and become a trainer. Like, don't set yourself in limits. That's all. Yeah, of course, there's like times like it's really exhausting. It's like really tiring, but you gotta try. Yeah, that's how you become successful. Literally, I'm still training my own self to be a better podcast and speak correctly. But that's the main point right here. You gotta keep repeating it, and also hear other people how to become successful in their own ways. Like, don't like get multiple ideas. Get multiple ideas from other people, not only from me, from other people. If you actually want to become successful, if you don't, then don't try. Just look. I don't know. Instant gratification. I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of sciencey stuff. Like I can tell you, like the optic, the olfactory optic, ocular motive. Like I can say a bunch of sciencey stuff, but in reality, you had to find it yourself. And also surround yourself, like I said. Surround yourself. Surround yourself. Uh, sorry, excuse me. I'm like thinking so fast. Surround yourself, and what else? What else? What else? I know you guys are getting bored and shit. Surround yourself with good people, like what type of success you want to have, and get more knowledge by looking on the internet and all that stuff. And then look on the Bible or any spirituality if you want to go on that path. And if you don't, number four will be think big, not for yourself but others too. And also they make also you kind of make them happy because you think something special of them. Like if I think my viewers are actually gonna become more successful than me, like what do you think I'm gonna do next? Ah, I gotta sell and it's gonna work out. So literally, I actually appreciate that you stuck around and all that stuff because honestly, it's like really you really it doesn't. You can see like I'm stumbling, rumbling, and other stuff. But yeah, thank you for sticking around and hearing my rumbles and my own thoughts. But yeah, that's like clearly my thoughts, and of course it's a podcast, so really I need to actually study what's a podcast because I'm just saying words at random. So literally I'm gonna study right now what is that. And see some Joe Rogan's podcast itself so I can get some synthesis out of it. So yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. That wink. I mean, I can give you a kiss, like